Problem 1g, the function f of x is the quantity natural log x to the power second. I write it as a y. Okay, this is the power outside. So none of the properties that we can apply to simplify it. This is the same as the log x multiplied by log x. Okay, and we cannot use a log property as a product, the log of the product to apply it. So no log property that we can apply. So with this one, what we're gonna do, we're gonna treat them as y equals back to the quantity of the log x squared. So what we're gonna use when we have the function inside of the function like this. As you see, the first layer is the power and the inside layer as a log x. So the outside, or this is the outer layer and this is the inner layer. Chain rule, right? So back to the classic chain rule. For the classic chain rule, we're gonna, if you can think about the general power rule that we can apply at the beginning, and then the second part of the general power rule, we're gonna find the derivative of the log x. So I'm gonna put the note here. The general power rule can be applied. And the general power rule, if you recall, y equals the quantity gx to the power n. So the y prime is n times the quantity gx n minus 1 power times the g prime. That basically you have to identify what is your gx and what is the n when you have to use the general power rule. And our problem, as you see, the n is 2, the gx is the natural log of the x. What you have to find next gonna be what is the g prime. The g prime or the derivative of the log x is 1 over x. So you get everything you need for the general power rule. Apply it. Y prime gonna be n as a 2 multiplied by the quantity gx to the power n minus 1, which is 2 minus 1 times the g prime as a pattern of the use of the general power rule. Replace with the terms that we know. So 2 times where the gx is the natural log of the x quantity, power 2 minus 1 becomes power 1. The g prime is 1 over x. And write it in the better looking form. Y prime is 2 times natural log x all divided by x as the result or the form of the derivative of this function. And we are done. So we cannot cross out x and x because natural log is considered a function that needs the input. It's not the multiplication of the log and the x, okay? Do not misuse the notation.